City Limits Homestead Cooking with Olivia. Today we are doing bread and butter pickles.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew with City Limits Homestead. Of course, this is Olivia. We are gonna make some bread and butter pickles. So we're out here in the outdoor kitchen again. It's a lot cooler, keeps the house cool with it hot. So ain't working so much on the AC. So we're gonna get started on these pickles. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video and try it out yourself. So yeah. Dump that in.
How much?
You gotta measure it. We need
4 cups.
Yep, 4 cups of apple cider vinegar. We are multiplying our recipe by quite a bit. So you're good. That's 4 cups. We have in here, we already have 5 cups of white distilled vinegar. Olivia's gonna dump in the 4 cups of apple cider vinegar. Remember, bring it down and into the pot. Get that out of there, that's actually called the mother. That apple cider vinegar I made myself, which I plan on doing a video about apple season, so keep an eye out for that one. Alright, so the next thing we need is 2 1/4 cups times 4. Go ahead and pause.
Okay, in this we put 9 cups of sugar.
Okay. Next, we need a teaspoon of mustard seed. So go ahead and get the spices.
So this cup has mustard seed,
Crushed red pepper flakes.
crushed red pepper flakes, celery seeds, cinnamon stick,
Allspice,
allspice,
whole and ground.
whole and ground,
Cloves, whole and ground.
cloves, whole and ground, and
Ground turmeric.
ground turmeric. Pour it in.
Yep. Okay. And because it wasn't in the cup, we will put our cinnamon sticks.
Smells so good.
It calls for 1-inch pieces. Yeah. So there's 2, 4.
That reminds me of our cinnamon that we make in our applesauce.
Yep. Alrighty. Now we're gonna bring this to a boil and get the syrup, or get the syrup. That's pretty much what it's gonna be. But we are going to get the sugar and everything dissolved. So we'll be back when that's done.
Okay, so we're gonna cut our onions with an apple cutter.
You got it?
And maybe, can I have your help? Fun fact, whenever you grow your own onions, they're a lot stronger. So.
The only thing about doing it with an apple cutter is you still have, of course, the core that you have to cut up with a knife, but it goes a lot quicker and you don't cry as much.
As we're crying.
And we're even doing this outside on a rainy day. So why is it that they say that onions attract moisture? Why is it coming from our eyes and not away from us?
I don't know.
There it is. Okay. Just like so. Let me grab our core. There you go. Flip it over and push it through. You get it? Alrighty. Alright, so we're going to take our onions that we have here and we're going to put them in this pot here. Now this pot we have put in the brine for the bread and butter. I will take a picture of this recipe and add it on. We're doing it our way, okay? So doing it a little bit different. So we're going to take and dump them in. And be careful, it is hot. We'll bring it to a boil for about 5 minutes. So the onions that we put in here, if you guys watch the City Limits Homestead channel, more than just for the Cooking with Olivia, the onions came from our garden. So we do a lot of gardening, and of course doing the pickles, the cucumbers even came from the garden. So yeah, that's why we do this, to make sure that the food stays around and we can enjoy it. Alright, so now we're doing spears for the bread and butter pickles. Pack them in a jar good and tight, and we'll get to the next step.
Now we have all the spears in a jar.
The reason why we're not doing too many of these is we miscalculated. So it is what it is, and we'll make more as we get more cucumbers. So now we are going to take our brine and dump it in.
Didn't you want to take the onions out?
Well, the onions, we're getting some onions in there. See? We'll top it off to 1/2 inch headspace. And then Olivia will put the lids and the rings on.
Now we're going to put the chips in the jars, and then we're going to put the brine in.
Alright guys, so we've got roughly about 5 gallons here. We've got 23 quarts. So in total, we have done almost 12 gallons of pickles so far. We are going to, the next step after this is to can them. They are a water bath canning. You bring the water up to a boil, and then you put it in there for 12 minutes. Once it comes back to a boil, or once you put them in, it's 12 minutes till you pull them back out. So, yep, so that's the next step. Come back here. All right, so we got 2 different kinds of canners here. This here is called a pressure canner. It's got a lid that goes on top, makes a lot of pressure. We'll get into that in another video. Right here is just a standard water bath canner. We've got the water in there. I like to put my jars in and then fill it up with water, because then at that point in time it's just a little bit above the cans instead of having to add more in. Did that with both of these. We've got the burners on, and we'll get it up to, you want these boiling. So it's going to take a little bit, but we'll get it up to boiling, and then we will put the jars in, put them in for 12 minutes, and then pull them back out. And then we'll set them to cool, which will seal them up. Hey guys, so now that you can see, we got water in there, got the jars in with it going. There's the other one. These ones are done, so the ones in the box, and that's what we got left to do.
These are all the pickles that we did. That's our zucchini. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget, this is Olivia with Cooking with Olivia on City Limits Homestead. And have a great rest of your day. And don't forget, God loves you.